As part of the series on voluntary work in Germany, today we are looking at Arbeiterwohlfahrt e.V. or AWO for short. The Workers' Welfare Association was founded on 13th December 1919 by Marie Juchas. Shortly after the end of the First World War, many people in Germany were in a bad situation. Countless fathers and husbands had died in the war, and countless others had returned home wounded. The economy was struggling, and the young republic was weak, with many groups trying to exert influence through violence. Widows, orphans, and war invalids are suffering and starving. The poor relief known from the German Empire was little more than food with a bare necessity and stigmatized the recipients. The Social Democratic Party of Germany founded the main committee for workers' welfare in the SPD, the Hauptausschuss für Arbeiterwohlfahrt in der SPD, on initiative of the MP Marie Juchas. There were also soup kitchens for the needy, but more important were, for example, sewing centers where widows could earn a living by sewing, or workshops where invalids could still work. In addition, advice centers were set up so that those in need could find the right place to go, make applications, or find a safe accommodation. A separate lottery was set up to provide funding, or people financed themselves with workers' pennies, Arbeitergroschen. These were small amounts from ordinary workers who could give a penny, or 10 Pfennige, or perhaps a mark. In 1925, Arbeiterwohlfahrt e.V. was founded as a registered association. There were numerous local associations, committees, and 11 specialized commissions. Reichspräsident Friedrich Ebert said in 1925, "Workers' welfare is the self-help of the working class." The magazine Arbeiterwohlfahrt was launched in 1926. In 1928, a separate school, the Welfare School for Workers' Welfare, was founded in Berlin to train welfare workers. From the very beginning, women were an important part of the AWO's helpers, although thanks to its long-standing chairwoman Marie Juchas. In 1931, there were more than 130,000 volunteers in 2,500 local AWO committees. The AWO was dissolved as part of the Nazi Gleichschaltung-process, as it could not be brought into line and there could not be another organization that did not agree with the Nazis. Its welfare school library was plundered and the knowledge transferred to the National Socialist People's Welfare Organization. Some AWO helpers continue to try to help the needy in the underground. Marie Juchas fled from the Nazis first to Saarland and then via France to USA, where she founded the Arbeiterwohlfahrt USA Hilfe für die Opfer des Nationalsozialismus, Workers' Welfare Association USA Aid for the Victims of National Socialism, and tried to help with aid packages. In 1946, the AWO was re-established in Hanover, deliberately independent of party politics and denomination, but was not allowed to work in the GDR. As in the Weimarer Republic, it ran children recreation centers and refugee homes, trained helpers, and ran soup kitchens. Today, the AWO is one of the 6 umbrella organizations for independent welfare work, just like the German Red Cross. Today, the AWO has around 270,000 members, 70,000 volunteers, and 250,000 full-time employees. The value of the AWO are freedom, equality, justice, solidarity, and tolerance. The AWO is organized into 32 regional and district associations with around 3,000 local associations. These maintain around 18,000 facilities. These include kindergardens, crèches, and daycare centers. The AWO also provides childcare in open all-day schools. Youth centers are also run at various locations. Socio-educational counseling and assistance is offered in the event of challenges during the upbringing of children and young people. As the AWO has always looked after refugees, it also runs advice centers for migrant issues and advice centers for pregnant women, families, queer people, senior citizens and debtors. There are training centers like the Bundesakademie, Federal Academy, where AWO primarily organizes internal training courses, but there are also many regional centers where you can also receive training as a guest. For people with disabilities, both counseling and integration are offered, such as their own integrative workplaces, just as it was the case when the organization was founded in 1919. And if people then need support in old age, there are both outpatient care service and care homes. Depending on the region, there are also Meals on Wheels or certain residential homes, like for students. Otherwise, AWO local associations are often organize local events to bring people together and often run small cafes or meeting places. So if you are looking to make connections, especially as a newcomer, the AWO is a good place to start, even if it's just at the meeting center. This applies to newcomers with or without knowledge of German. You can quickly make friends and gain support. AWO International was founded in 1998 and specializes in international humanitarian missions and partnerships. In Lebanon, for example, together with Musavat and Volkshilfe Austria, it supports internally displaced persons with meals and a mobile clinic. In Romania, flood victims were helped and efforts were made to support campaigns for gender equality and youth protection. In other words, in addition to supporting migrants here, they are also improving local conditions so that there are fewer reasons to move away. There's also a youth organization. This has actually existed since 1919 because even back then the AWO tried to provide children from working class families with enjoyable holidays. Even now, in addition to the opportunity for disadvantaged young people to experience a favorable leisure time, the main aspect is social community and democratic education. You don't necessarily have to be a member to work within the youth organization. And if you want to become a member, the AWO membership fee is €2.50 per month or €4 for a family with underage children, which is in line with the workers' penny, an amount that even ordinary working class families can afford. So if you would like to get involved socially, on a voluntary basis or even professionally, as the AWO is one of the largest employers in Germany, you can consider whether the AWO would not be a good choice. Just take a look at their website or visit the nearest local organization. The AWO welcomes both members and helpers. It also offers children and young people a community. And if necessary, they also offer help regardless of whether you are a member or not. I hope you have a social environment. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next video.